And I think Brad Holmes, he's telling you what he thinks of this football team. That's 2 years in a row. I got players I didn't think I was getting. I didn't think I was getting Penei Sewell. I didn't think I was ending up with Aiden Hutchinson. I didn't believe Jameson Williams would be available at 12, and I wouldn't have to give up a future first-round pick to get him. Terry, they gave up nothing. I do want to get started with Brad Holmes' comments yesterday or the day prior on Jameson Williams. I'm not sure if you saw, quote, he was just in love with Jameson Williams, and obviously the idea of having a fifth-year option is extremely enticing.
Right.
And we'll go back to Deebo Samuel. They offered a first and a third. Obviously, Brad Holmes chose the latter between choosing a first and third round pick or just swapping picks and giving up a third for Jameson. Terry, Brad Holmes, we saw it last year when he was pounding the table, very excited about Penei Sewell. I mean, we're getting the same energy about the first two picks. Is that just his character, or is he getting something that nobody else in the league is getting?
Let me just say this. I'm not sure because I don't know the man. I think some of it is fake. I mean, every time it's, oh, this guy is here, we're going to get our guy, and he's slapping people on the back. And, it's everything is amazing. Everything, this is our guys falling to us. I kind of wonder if some of it is just theater. Because one thing that Lions do, and I actually like them, they do the behind-the-scenes videos, and they do it every year for the draft. And Brad Holmes is beating the hell out of people. So he's either just an emotional guy or this is theater.
I would say they did it with Hutch, given how fast they turned in the card, given they weren't pounding tables, chest bumping like they did for Jameson Williams. But I think the Jameson Williams celebration came because of two things. One, the player, obviously, right? But
right.
Two, Terry, they gave up nothing to move up 20 spots, essentially. Sorry, pick 66 is nothing to move up 20 spots in the first round. That is unheard of. And they were able to do it, and they got a wide receiver one that I don't think many people expected them to be able to get without giving up a haul of picks, and they end up giving up nothing. So Brad Holmes, again, speaking very highly of Jameson Williams. I don't know Brad Holmes. What I would say is if his reactions are an indication of if the player is going to hit or not, he's 1 for 1 right now. 1 for 1 on Penei Sewell. Could be 3 for 3 by the end of the year. Who knows? So
yeah, based on that, he's 3 for 3 because he's Aiden Hutchinson. I'm sure at some point they say, this guy's going to fall to us. But I think the Lions were like everybody else. We're not getting Aiden Hutchinson, so we got to figure out who we're going to get instead. So I think that's legit. When he falls to 2, they probably had a few days to process it, but you're still happy. You got the guy that you wanted. As far as Jameson Williams, he's a guy that when you look at, read some of the stuff about his injury, it's not as bad as you think. It's a straight line injury, and the doctor is pretty confident that he could be there for game 1. But the NFL does is a conservative league sometimes, that the Lions could, just to be sure, hold him back until October. Or they can be aggressive and say, day 1, opening day, Jameson Williams, let's roll.
Yeah, and again, the offense is going to be super interesting this year. And I think Brad Holmes, he's telling you what he thinks of this football team. He's sitting up there in that front office saying, you know what? And I've given this team, I've overhauled it in 2 drafts. Adding Aiden Hutchinson, Jameson Williams. You ideally, both Kirby Joseph and Josh Pascal work out. If they don't, nobody's going to be rioting. But ideally they do. But let's just say for the sake of the argument, he's adding talent, correct?
Correct.
Cool.
So what are you doing? The
year prior, Penei Sewell, 2 interior linemen, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Derek Barnes, Jamar Jefferson. These are all players that contributed last year. Were they all studs? No. But you don't need them to be. This is a guy that's saying, at least I believe, I'm adding talent. Like, that's 2 years in a row. I got players I didn't think I was getting. I didn't think I was getting Penei Sewell. I didn't think I was ending up with Aiden Hutchinson. I didn't believe Jamison Williams would be available at 12, and I wouldn't have to give up a future first-round pick to get him.